came after the scroll? Does anybody know? For 1,000 extra points on your final grade. It's called a codex. Codex, right? It's developed in the 2nd century. So what is a codex? A codex is where the leaves of the page are stitched together with a binding. It's where we get our current book. Why did we get a codex? I love asking rhetorical questions. Well, Christians are the ones that started the tradition of storing text in codex form. Why? Because it was very hard to carry your scriptures around in a scroll form. So the codex form made it much more feasible to carry the entirety of your text, in which you couldn't necessarily do in a scroll form. So the codex.
Could you imagine carrying this to?
Right, exactly. You know, and you keep it. So just right here, you notice the backward nuns here. They think that originally this is the Vahi ben Ha'aron, which is what we always say during our Torah service. It says when the ark would travel, Moses would say. Some have said that this text is out of place. It should be back at the beginning of Numbers, where the tribes are going out, and it was placed deliberately here. And so the backwards nuns are supposed to indicate that. But again, that's a tradition that comes from the Masoretic text just goes back to Masorah. Masorah means transmitters, the ones that transmitted. These are pious Jewish men from the 8th and the 9th century. And our Codex Leningradensis is our oldest Hebrew text of the entirety of the Tanakh, of the Hebrew Bible. And it is preserved by the Masoretic text. So now we are going back to right here is the book of Bamidbar. Adonai El Moshe, Bamidbar Sinai, in the wilderness. So here we're now in Leviticus, Vayikra. Yeah, so we're getting back. If we had a nice roller and if this was a fresh scroll and we didn't have it.
Roll it back. Roll it? No, roll it.
If we had a roller, you know, in some customs you have a wooden bema that has two kind of like a track